Salutations, everyone. This is Razor coming into a game late of Kill Confirmed here on Aftermath, aka the worst map ever of all time. I cannot tell you how much I hate this map. It is the most camper-friendly, craptastic map of all time. I don't understand who would come up with this idea of a map. It's just so bad, so campy. Combine that with terrible spawns, it just makes it 10 times worse. But anyways, not here to talk about that. Today, using the Chicom CQB with the suppressor and dual mag attachments. That's how I find to use the Chicom the best way possible. It's how I perform best with it. The suppressor really doesn't hurt that much because it's already going to take 2 or 3 bursts to take people down. Kind of like the M16 in the first Black Ops. It wasn't going to one-burst people, so why not stay off the radar, and you'll still be able to 2 and 3 burst people at times. People lying prone will still get you, though, no matter what they're using. Because there's a lot of strong guns in this game, and that brings me to a question that I would like you to leave in the comments below right now. Don't even wait till the end of this video, because I really want to know, what do you consider to be the worst guns in the game? Because those are the guns that I want to use. 'Cause I just have more fun using those weapons, and it just seems more fun and entertaining to play with those weapons as well as watch videos with those weapons. And there doesn't seem to be any standout terrible weapons in this game. There's some terrible standout kill streaks, aka the Dragonfire, which is useless. Fucking hate that thing. But anyway, like Modern Warfare 2, it was pretty obvious. No one used the Vector. I loved using that thing. The F2000 was considered to be, or the F2000 as some people gave it the moniker, was the least used assault rifle in the game. A lot of people hated it. There was a lot of "this gun sucks" about that gun, and oh my gosh, I love the F2000 so much. If I can bring back any gun, and it doesn't matter what the COD is, I want the F2000 back. I love that gun so much. Just because so many people thought it was terrible, and I did so well with it, and it was just a lot of fun to use, and it looked nice, and I don't know. I like the F2000. But anyways, it's pretty badass gun. Battlefield 3, by the way. Um, Getting off track. Black Ops 1. If you weren't using FAMAS, AUG, Galil, AK-74U, I guess even MP5K and the AK-47, then you were using a gun that not many people use. There was a lot of bad guns in that game because there were there were so few dominant weapons in the game that just everyone used. And Modern Warfare 3, you had, like the Riot Shield, I really loved using, that I just wrecked shop with. MP5 was also pretty crappy. Gosh, it feels like forever since I played Modern Warfare 3. I can't even remember all the terrible guns. But, I used them all. I had over 1,000 kills with absolutely every single weapon except the Riot Shield. It was like 281 or something like that. I don't know. But in Black Ops 2, there doesn't seem to be any standout, this is a terrible, inferior gun to use, at least in primaries. All the secondaries aren't very good, except for the B23R, a lot of people like using. But for the most part, the secondaries are, standardly subpar when you compare it to the primary weapons, except for the assault shield, which I don't understand why they buffed or why they nerfed the assault shield. I know Treyarch hasn't had a riot shield or assault shield in their game before, but with the predecessors, it's kind of hard to screw it up. But they found a way. But when it comes to the primary weapons like these SMGs and the assault rifles, it's hard to find out which are the worst ones. You can always look at what is the least used weapons in the game and just use those. So that's kind of all I have to go off. You can't really go wrong with these submachine guns, but the Chicom seems to be the least used and the worst of them. I would say like the Chicom and the Scorpion are maybe the worst SMGs. Not to say that they're bad. They're actually both really good guns. But just when you compare it to the other SMGs in the game, there seem to be a lot less people using them, and a lot less people having success with those guns. The Chicom, of course, because it's being a 3-burst, and the Scorpion because it just shoots out a lot of lead. You can get destroyed by that thing up close, but when you compare it to such insanely strong weapons as the PDW and the MSMC and the MP7, you just see more people having easier times using those weapons than, say, the Scorpion. because the other SMGs are just more strong in more situations, while the Chicom is decent at medium range and close range, and the Scorpion is really good at close range and completely ineffective at long range, like an SMG should be. But go ahead and try to tell that to whoever created the MP7, PDW, and MSMC. It just doesn't feel to be as strong as those guns. And as far as the assault rifles go, we really don't see much of those being used anyway because of how insanely dominant the SMGs are this game, which you know my thoughts about that. I don't like that because the submachine guns already have so many advantages to them when you make them better than assault rifles. That just makes the game worse overall and more friendly for shitty and newbie players, which, you know, as a good player of Call of Duty, I don't like that. You know, I like the game to be better for good people and worse for bad people at the game. I know it's kind of silly, it's just a video game, but, you know, hell, we're all playing this damn game for an extended amount of hours, and we're watching videos about it on YouTube, so it's got to mean something to us. Go ahead and pick up this DSR, and, no, you just get a triple kill. No biggie. Kind of boss like that. I call that the Zergriz effect, when you're not using a certain weapon and you randomly pick it up the ground and all of a sudden you get some like awesome clip or feed with it. No, it seems to happen to Zergriz all the time, and it happens to me quite often as well. There's a lot of montage clips of me just picking up weapons off the ground and getting awesome feeds with it or something. Back to what I was saying. The assault rifles, everyone's using the modded FAL. I just call it the modded FAL because it's faster to say than the select fire fully auto FAL. I just call it modded FAL because that's what we're used to calling it. Even though it's not modded in this game, it's completely legal and legit. It's still a cheeseball way of using the gun and makes it way too strong. We also see a little bit of the SMR fully auto and the 3 burst fully auto, as not as much, but still a little bit. But when it comes to the assault rifles, we don't really see much of that on YouTube. Everyone's using the SMGs because they're so strong. So let me know, what do you think are the inferior assault rifles? What are the weak assault rifles? Is it the M27? Is it the Scar? Is it the MTAR? I don't know. Cause like, I mean, I use them all, but I want to know what you guys think so I can see what gun that you feel are the stronger assault rifles and the weaker assault rifles, so I could get more gameplays with those, because I think those are more entertaining and I have more fun using those weapons, especially knowing that people think that one weapon is much weaker than the other. I like putting myself at a disadvantage, as you know, and having just fun with that and winning the games anyway. That's kind of my thing. That's kind of what I do. It sets me apart a little bit. And a little channel update for you guys. I'm trying to get into like more of like a scheduled type thing. I've been pretty consistent with the time that I release my videos, around 3 to 5 o'clock Western, which is my time zone. So, you know, give or take as many hours to where you are. I know it's not that friendly to my Euro people, but, you know, I can only do so much. Try to put out my emblem tutorials every Sunday, so you will see one of those tomorrow, and possibly another bonus video as well, me in collaboration with another YouTuber who puts out some awesome stuff. So we'll see if that happens or not. There's also a lot of great ideas, uh, mingling with other YouTubers, having ideas of certain series and videos. It's going to be awesome. Looking forward to a lot of different projects and things coming up. I'm going to get going with the impersonation videos here pretty soon. Start cranking those out for you guys. Haven't made one since Black Ops 2 has launched, but that will change in the future, as well as some other awesome vids and my normal awesome commentaries, as well as more thoughts on videos and a new series that I want to bring out that I hope you guys will like. But go ahead, leave your comments below, bad weapons, and whatever else you want to talk about. I'll be sure to answer any questions you guys have. And it's running along, so later days.